Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing with some seriously intriguing speculation that could have huge implications for the Packers, especially on the offensive line and playoff ambitions. Word coming from insiders like Diana Rossini suggests that the San Francisco 49ers might be open to trading one of their most valuable assets, Trent Williams, to Green Bay. Yeah, you heard that right. Trent Williams, the elite left tackle, could soon be donning the green and gold, and if this trade goes down, it might just be one of the smartest moves the Packers have made in recent memory. Let's break down what this means. The 49ers, currently sitting at a disappointing 4-10, are in a bit of a rebuilding phase, especially on their offensive line. Reports indicate that their offensive line has been leaking sacks at an alarming rate, around 3-5 sacks per game projected for 2025. That's a serious issue for a team that relies heavily on its offensive line to protect its quarterback and open lanes for the run game. With that in mind, it's understandable that San Francisco might prioritize acquiring draft picks to bolster their defensive line and address cap issues, especially considering Williams' hefty $30 million cap hit in 2026. They're focusing on assets that can help them rebuild faster, especially in a division where the Rams are still competitive, and they need to get younger and more flexible financially. But what's really interesting here is the potential return for the Packers. Rumors are floating that the 49ers could be willing to send 2 first-round picks in exchange for Williams. That's an enormous haul, especially for a player of Williams' caliber. The Packers, sitting at 9-5 and with a weak offensive line, particularly after the injury to David Bakhtiari and the struggles of their other tackles, could really benefit from adding a player like Williams. Imagine him anchoring the offensive line, providing stability, and allowing Jordan Love to operate with much more confidence, especially in critical situations like deep passes or third-and-long scenarios. Williams, as a player, is a true game changer. He's been a pillar on the 49ers line, with elite stats that speak volumes about his impact. For 2025, his PFF grade is an eye-popping 93.2, which ranks him among the top offensive tackles in the league. He's allowed just 0.8 sacks, which is phenomenal considering the wear and tear on linemen and the frequency of blitzes in today's NFL. His run block win rate is around 82%, showing how dominant he can be in the trenches, creating running lanes and helping his team establish the ground game. His pass block efficiency is 98.8, and his EPA per snap sits at plus 0.22, meaning he consistently provides a positive impact on the offense whenever he's on the field. Even with a minor injury, a thigh injury that sidelined him for 3 games in Week 6, Williams has maintained a level of performance that's rare for a player of his position and age. Talking about his career, Williams has been selected to 6 Pro Bowls, a testament to his excellence and consistency over the years. He's only surrendered 3 sacks in 140 starts, which is incredible for a tackle and speaks to his technique and intelligence on the field. His pancakes, those blocks that really turn the tide of a play, have surpassed 100 over his career, highlighting his physicality and ability to dominate in the run game. His mobility remains exceptional, making him one of the rare tackles who can handle both quick edge rushers and powerful bull rushes, which is a huge advantage for any team looking to solidify its offensive line. Now, the 49ers are somewhat skeptical about parting with Williams. Odds of them winning the Super Bowl are listed at plus 18000, which signals that they're not necessarily in win-now mode. Instead, it seems they're prioritizing draft picks to rebuild and retool, especially on the defensive line. Their focus is on acquiring young assets that can grow with their team, rather than hanging on to a player with a hefty cap number, especially as they weigh the financial implications for 2026 and beyond. It's a classic rebuild strategy: trade the veteran for picks, and hope that new talent can help them bounce back quickly. For the Packers, this potential trade couldn't come at a better time. Sitting at 9-5, they're in a prime position to make a real push for the playoffs and beyond, but their offensive line has been a concern all season. With the injury to David Bakhtiari and inconsistent play from other tackles, Jordan Love has often been under pressure. That extra protection, a true cornerstone like Williams, could dramatically improve their passing game. The numbers tell a compelling story. Adding Williams would increase the protection on deep passes by over 20%, which is huge considering how much Love has been relying on those shots downfield. Especially with Watson out, the Packers need all the help they can get to keep Jordan upright and extend drives. If we look at the tape and stats, Williams' impact on the line is clear. His presence creates about 2-3 additional yards per hole opened, which significantly reduces pressure on the quarterback by around 28%. That's a game changer. Comparing his impact to other tackles like Tristan Wirfs from Tampa Bay, Williams is like a fortress, especially in the run game. His ability to open up lanes adds roughly 190 yards on runs in 2023 alone. That kind of influence can push the Packers' rushing attack into the top tiers of the league, giving them more balance and making play action more effective. And with a more solid offensive line, the entire offense becomes more efficient, leading to more sustained drives, higher red zone touchdown percentages, an increase of about 16%, and ultimately a more dangerous team heading into the postseason. The projected odds for the Super Bowl are shifting dramatically with the possibility of Williams joining Green Bay. Before the trade rumors, the Packers had Super Bowl odds at plus 1,000, but now, with Williams potentially anchoring their line, those odds could leap to plus 400. That's a massive jump, reflecting the belief that with a top-tier tackle protecting Jordan Love, the Packers could really contend in the playoffs, especially in battles against tough teams like the Lions, who are currently boasting a formidable pass rush averaging 2.7 sacks per game. Williams' presence could be the difference maker in those trenches, giving Green Bay a significant advantage in playoff battles and increasing their chances of pulling off a deep run. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this move would echo the legacy of players like Joe Thomas, who transformed the teams they played for with their durability, intelligence, and elite play. For the Packers, acquiring Trent Williams would be more than just adding a star. It would be a statement that they're all in on making this season special. It's a strategic move, a bold step to fortify their offensive line, and a clear message to the rest of the league that Green Bay is ready to contend, not just for a playoff spot, but for a Super Bowl. The potential impact on their offensive identity is tremendous. A dominant line that creates time for Love to find his receivers, opens up running lanes, and controls the clock. And let's not forget, this isn't just about this season. The long-term implications are also compelling. Williams, even at his age, still plays at an elite level, and his leadership in the locker room could inspire the entire offensive line and the team as a whole. His experience, combined with the young core the Packers have, like Love and Watson when healthy, could set the stage for a sustained period of success. It's a move that could usher in a new era of offensive dominance for Green Bay, echoing the days when the Packers' offensive line was the envy of the league. So as fans, we have every reason to be excited and optimistic. A trade like this would shake up the league standings, give the Packers an edge in trench warfare, and perhaps even set the stage for a historic playoff run. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in football, and trade negotiations are complex, but the potential upside is enormous. If Green Bay manages to land Trent Williams, it could be the move that elevates their entire team and turns the tides in their favor in the NFC and beyond. In the end, this is a story about ambition, strategy, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. The Packers have a talented roster, and with the right pieces, especially in the trenches, they can be more than just playoff contenders. They can be Super Bowl champions. The possibility of adding someone like Williams is a game changer, and it's exactly the kind of bold move that could define this franchise's future. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster trade? Do you think the Packers should go all in and make a move for Trent Williams? How much would he elevate this team? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with moves like this, the Packers could be on the cusp of something truly special. Let's keep the faith, keep the passion alive, and get ready for what could be an unforgettable ride to another Super Bowl. Go Pack, go!